Hey Louis, how you doing? Hey Pam, how you doing? Hey Ian. Hey New York. Hey Thomasina. Yeah, got down to zero here last night. Hi Stacy. Yeah, we got snow, not tons, but there's some. Probably 8 inches on the ground, maybe. Hey Marker, how you doing? 5, yeah, that's what it's. I think it's 22 here now. Hey Gemma, how you doing? Oh, hey Sharon. Not a bad day. Not windy. I just uploaded a video. Went driving around a little bit. Took Daisy for a walk. Oh, okay. Cloudy, but not a bad day today. Daisy had a good run. Post office was closed today, as you guys already know. Gonna mess around with my new camera today. Hey, you're on the internet a lot. Must be a huge YouTube fan. Hey, James, how you doing? Oh yeah, I do that sometimes. Hey, Dennis, what's happening? Hey, Stephanie, how are you? Gonna take an easy day today. Yeah, I'm not really doing too much, Sharon, but I would like to. I'm learning. Oh, 6 inches, yeah, we probably got that. Yeah, I'd say there's probably 8 inches on the ground totally. Oh, congratulations, Jim. Wow, that's hard to do. Any words of advice to people trying to get where you're at? Hey, hippie, how you doing? I'm not making any money, I'm telling you. If you look at my channel since I started it, I'm so far in the hole, I'll never make any money. What that stupid uh, social blade doesn't tell you is when videos are restricted is not suitable for most advertisers. If my videos don't get dinged, it'd be great. It's $4 per thousand views, but I hardly ever get that because of the interviews. And evidently, YouTube doesn't feel that my content is worthy of most advertisers. So that's the tough part. And don't forget that over 6,000 of my videos are unrelated to what got most of my subscribers, and people still watch those, just not in the same numbers. So I'll be in the hole forever. Every trip to Detroit cost me between $300 and $600. That's not counting, my equipment. I'm not complaining; it's a hobby, but the notion that I'm making money is a farce. Hey, Dorothy. Oh yeah, I get out all the time. Yeah, I just uploaded a video of a walk I took today. Yeah, I do get it. Yeah. Hey, squad gang, how are you doing? No, I don't know what Daisy is. I was going to order that DNA test, but when I went and researched them, they're just so inaccurate. Even the expensive ones come back with like what people believe to be false results. It's like, what's the use of it? I was on that cross country skiing trail today, and the people said, "What kind of dog do you have?" That dog's a real trooper. They saw her running around and digging in the snow. I wish I knew what Daisy was. A mixture of something. Couple things, I think. Oh wow, Ian. Wow, glad you're doing well. No, you don't. You don't need to. Nobody needs to send me any money. I'm doing fine. I appreciate it. No, that's why, Dennis. That's why. I do spend more than I make. That's for sure. Yep. Oh, that's good, Jim. I'm glad you made it. Good for you. Now, is that what a lot of the women talk about is no follow-up care after the rehab? Would you agree with that? Did you have family that helped you? Yeah, I'm on video sometimes, but I'm not going to do that, Laura. It's not. It's not a video about me. It's about my interests. Yeah, I don't let these people phase me. There's no way. Hey, Jane, how are you? I could care less what my critics say. They can. They're always welcome to come up and discuss it with me face to face when I'm in Detroit, and it's no secret where I live. So, bunch of big talkers. Oh, okay, Sharon. Yeah, it's difficult to tell that, I guess, because I do think a lot of the women suffer and they would like to get out of there. I mean, if you look at their lives, I can't believe rock bottom would be far away. So I don't know. Hey, sexy, how you doing? No, I never watched that Celebrity Rehab. I've heard about it though. Oh, I believe that. Yeah, yep, sure do. Hey, Twinkie, how you doing? Yeah, I would say I do, Andy. Yeah, I don't know what Daisy is. When you look at some of the results I get from these DNA, I think Daisy is probably like, successive generations. I mean, she's not the puppy from the first mix. She's got a real muscular chest, bow-legged, giant feet, can bite like hell, loves to hunt, super protective, but yet she kind of looks like a foo-foo Shih Tzu away, in a way. She's built like a tank. She has a huge torso. And if you look at her hair, it's not really lopso Shih Tzu hair. So I don't know what it is. The hair on her head is different than the rest of her body hair, and the hair on her legs. It's just a odd mix. Hey, Kat, how you doing? Daisy's doing fine. I uploaded a video just a few minutes ago. Unfortunately, I delete the comments of these foreigners. I apologize for that if you're saying something nice, but I can't take the chance of you saying something not nice and me not doing anything about it. Hey, Nicole, how are you? I've had Daisy 6 years. I had a neighbor had her for a year, and when the neighbor had her, I took her for walks and gave her baths, and because the lady was older. So I've really had her since she came from another family that got her as a rescue. So I'm the third owner, really. Hey, Jenna, how you doing? Yeah, Daisy's a super good dog, super smart. Like today, I was talking to some people on the cross country ski trail, and she came over and it was time to go. I could tell her feet were cold, but she'll let you know when she wants something. Yeah, it's a beautiful day up here today, really. Oh, okay, Marker, that's cool. No, it's not really. It's not related to weather. I don't think. I've never experienced that. By the pool, I don't see it. I doubt it. I block and ban a lot of people, Jenna. Tons of them. They can't comment. That's why. I don't know that, Andy. I do know two of the women that I currently interview are HIV positive, but I really don't know. If I had to throw a number out there based on my experience of people that I've dealt with, 20%. Oh, you like that, Sexy? Okay. Yeah, I don't think I am, David. I wish I could. I'm learning, though. I'll tell you that. I mean, I never went down there with any illusions of grandeur, like doing much. I try to do what I can, but, it's limited. Oh, wow, Sharon. Oh, interesting, Sharon. Huh. Oh, cool. Dennis, is the other dog a golden retriever as well? No, not anymore. No, you're right about that, Sexy. I agree. Yeah. Oh, good for you, Dennis. Yeah, the haters are really low. I mean, as I've explained before, that's at least two of the channel are a couple misfits that first they wanted me to interview them, and I just wasn't interested. And secondly, they wanted me to collaborate with them, which I wasn't interested in. And they get pissed, and then they go and make these channels and make up lies. I mean, whoever thinks that I'm a serial killer, that has to be a complete idiot. For starters, I'm a licensed private detective. I have been for 39 years. You can contact the state of Michigan, they'll verify that. I'm a licensed pilot, I have a degree, I carry my cell phone everywhere with me, and I've never heard of a serial killer recording every interview of somebody that he killed. These people are just nuts. The cause of death for all these people is well known, and it isn't murder, other than Penny and Monica, who was hit by a car. Yeah, I wish you could have got help better, Jimmy. Yeah, we got down to 0 last night here, Mary. Yeah, they do. There's always going to be people like that. My sister owns some McDonald's franchises, and everybody's always trying to knock McDonald's off. They do tons of good stuff with Ronald McDonald houses, donating money, and they give tons of money to the places where the franchisees are located. But boy, I'll tell you, the media, any chance they get to make McDonald's look bad, they'll do it. It's just the way it is. Oh, great, Husk. 51, glad you like it. Hey, Jelly Jane, how are you? So I think I'll be going down to Flint again. I've got to go down to Detroit like the 30th or something like that. Oh, thanks, Dorothy. I appreciate it. Hey, Nate, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, it's funny, Jane. It's funny you should mention that because when my sister opened her first store in '78, they were having $1,000 hours right out of the chutes, right off the expressway. And they used to average about 900 Big Macs a day. Well, I know the new owners of the store. She doesn't own them anymore. How many Big Macs do you think they sell on an average day now? How many do you think they would sell after I gave you that number? Just take a guess. Yeah, Daisy came over. Let me know. It's time to get out of there. I can tell. I've been around her so much. She's with me every second of the day. I know when Daisy wants something. Yeah, they do a lot of good things. Now, there's another argument about the food they serve, but, they're not perfect. Yeah, I could never really get a straight answer on why they put cheese on the fish. Hey, Zero Rush, how are you? Oh, did you, Cinderella? Okay. No, they sell less than 15 a day, Dennis. They thought about getting rid of the Big Mac, actually. One theory on that is that there's so many other choices. This isn't exactly a county with a lot of money. So if you're on a tight budget and you're hungry, you would get the double cheeseburger. In a lot of ways, it doesn't make sense to get the premium hamburgers anymore because they cost so much more and it's the exact same meat. So I'll tell you another interesting thing about McDonald's. I've been to their national conventions. I know a little bit about them. And McDonald's went to that fresh meat. And the subsequent taste tests they've had since, the blind taste test, the people like the frozen better. Isn't that crazy? But I can believe that because the way they freeze meat, everything now is much different than it was in the old days. Flash freezing, no oxygen, lower temperatures. I've read many articles that suggest that you get way better, fresher fruits and vegetables frozen than you do fresh because they're picked at the optimum time. They're frozen at the optimum time. It's done professionally, and it's just better. No, they don't sell hardly any Big Macs at all anymore. We got a Culver's being built here right now. They're building a Culver's here right now. It's about a quarter of the way done. My complaint with McDonald's is that the hamburgers aren't like hot. If I go to a Big Boy up here and I get a Big Boy, that baby is hot. You gotta like wait for it to cool down. But you go to McDonald's now and it's just kind of like lukewarm. We never had spaghetti in the stores up here. We had the QLT, of course, the McRib. They had soup for a while. Hey, Golek, how are you? I don't think their fries are as good because they got in too much trouble cooking them in lard. And now it's cooked in vegetable oil. Why do you only interview Flint? I didn't run into any men. That's why. If I had to get fries, I think Wendy's has the best fries. Yeah, In-N-Out. I thought those were overrated. I've had them in Las Vegas and California. You'd weigh 500 pounds if you went to Five Guys or In-N-Out all the time. It's like a 2,800 calorie lunch. I think I agree with you, Kelly. Hey, David, how you doing? Yeah, you're right, Sexy. Yeah. Yeah, it's easier said than done. Usually I'll get a change like no pickles or something that I don't care about just so I can get one that's just cooked. Oh, thank you, Jason. Appreciate it. Yeah, I like that blight myself. That's right, Cobra. I think Wendy's chili's not bad. Yeah, they have a Five Guys about 80 miles from here. I don't really. I thought they were okay. I'm not really into a sandwich that you need three hands to eat. It's just bigger isn't always better. Yeah, I'm going to go to New York City this summer. Yep. It is, Jamie. You're right. The Big Boy is better now. There's hardly any of those left. The only one in Detroit went out of business that was right across from Belle Isle. I have a lot of footage of that, Jamie. But next time I go up there, if you've got a specific street you're interested in, let me know and I will get you some footage of the area. Email it to me, Tom Reed, TOMREED 1956 at gmail.com, and I'll go by whatever address you want me to. Yeah, I think you're probably right, Dennis. Yeah. I don't like Wendy's burgers. And they've never used frozen meat. I just don't care for them for some reason. Hey, Brandy, how are you? Yeah, I've been to Dayton a ton of times. Done a lot of photography down there. I thought Dayton, Youngstown, I was kind of disappointed. I thought it'd be a lot better. I don't know, Bit. I don't know why. Yeah, you're right, Kent. It doesn't really do that well in the one I go to once in a while. I've never had one of those, Dee. Dee. 'Cause. 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 'C Yeah, not as good as it used to be, James. Oh, Spring Garden and Maple Ridge. All right. Yeah, email me that. That way I can print it out and I won't forget it. We have a really good big boy. They actually stray off the standards. They cook their onion rings in lard, and they're fantastic. They're not supposed to, but they do. Hey, Mark. Yeah, I sure will, James. I would like to get to New York. Swedish fish are candy. You can get them anywhere. The working girls seem to like them. Evidently, there's a relationship between heroin addiction and craving sweets. Now, I've never read a scientific publication, but if you've ever noticed when I hand out different things, the women that are addicted to heroin just can't get enough sugar, whether it's through fruit in mandarin oranges in a can or through Swedish fish. They love Swedish fish. Oh, did you, Ken? Okay. Ken, what would you say is better about Culver's than a McDonald's? I ate at one like 20 years ago, and I don't even remember what it was like. Would you say it's better? And if it is, why? You know, I would like to go to Grand Rapids. I'd actually spend a lot of time there. I had a buddy of mine that ran that paper mill in Rockford, but I really don't get to Grand Rapids too much anymore. I'd like to get up there, though. I know they used to have a lot of working women. I don't know if it's still that way, but I'll be over there. Hey, Jamie, I don't know how old you are, but do you remember when ML Cafeteria was at the Tel 12 Mall? 12 and Telegraph, ML Cafeteria? Oh, it is true. Why is that, Sharon? Any idea? Oh, okay, Ken. There you go, Cinderella. I'm going to go up to Big Boy and get one. That Culver's, I think, is going to hurt them. You know, one thing I've learned, I've been self-employed my whole life, and I'm always taught my other people about, what they've done in business and stuff. And there are plenty of articles out there that the more the merrier. In other words, if you owned all the property around your McDonald's, you would think that you were cornering the market on business because there was no other competition. But actually, in theory, most of the time it works the opposite. You would think another hamburger place, if you were selling hamburgers, would cut into your piece of the pie. But the facts don't bear that out. Yeah, I don't really care for Arby's. They do have decent onion rings, but that little bullshit thin beef. Only thing I give Arby's credit for, and this is what McDonald's does on the double cheeseburger hamburger, is the steamed bun. That makes all the difference in the world. I haven't been to Toronto in 30 years, but I'm going to try and get up there this summer. I love Toronto. It's a beautiful town. Oh, fresh meat, family owned. Okay. I mean, the truth of it is, though, I mean, how much variation can there be in a hamburger? It's hamburger, for God's sakes. Oh, hello, Guzkick. How are you? Welcome. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I've been to all these places. I mean, who doesn't want good food when you can get it? I don't know if you guys ever get around Ann Arbor, but I like barbecue, but I'm afraid to order it most places because I don't know how you can wreck ribs, but plenty of places do. Like I would never order barbecued ribs in a Chili's or a Applebee's, no way. But that Satchel's in Ann Arbor, those are excellent ribs. Oh, okay, Ken. Yeah. Okay, Mark. Yeah, that'd be cool. Hey, Holly, how you doing? How's it going? No, it isn't, Jason. That is really slow going down there. That deal on the train station. No, you can't. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I got a doctor buddy of mine. He claims that if you go without salting your food for a year, you'll get where you won't want it anymore. Oh, sorry about that, Jan. Oh, okay, Lizzie. Yeah, I never read that, but maybe, huh? Hey, Samantha. Yeah, there's just not that many great fast food is fast food, you know. Hey, Sports Speak, how are you? Oh, thank you, Sharon. I'm gonna make it there this summer. Yep. Oh, okay, Marker. Good. Yeah, Toronto's a nice town. You ought to do it, Samantha. Check it out. Oh, really, Kelly? Huh? Yeah, that may be in the. I'll have to check. Of course, the post office is closed today. Maybe I'll have it in there tomorrow. You'd be surprised how long it takes for a letter to get within the state sometimes. It's weird. Well, I've read quite a bit about these legal weed things. Best I can tell is that it's a shit ton of paperwork. The feds can still hassle you about it. It's hard to do banking. And if you look at, let's just take car accidents for an example, they go through the roof when weed is legalized someplace. Yeah, somebody post Maddie and Gerald's links to their YouTube channel, will you guys, if you haven't? Yeah, I don't know where there's a good barber. There's a place in Dearborn that's okay. It used to be great, Miller's. Then they went to frozen meat for a while and they lost a lot of their business. Now they're back to regular old hamburger. But I mean, if you get good choice ground sirloin, I mean, a hamburger's a hamburger, whether you get it in Seattle or you get it in Toledo. Oh, no kidding, Dennis, huh? 1956, Sharon, not 1959. Thanks for trying to make me younger. Yeah, they've asked me about doing a channel. I did finally convince him, I think, to do two channels. I think it's just my opinion. I could be wrong that the rap needs to be separate from the day-to-day life of Gerald and Manny. Oh, that's interesting, Larry, huh? Oh, there you go. Thanks, Elaine. I mean, it's the same old concern, the government doesn't seem to do a very good job at regulating anything. Pain pills, alcohol, and now they're going to regulate marijuana. It's not like you got a lot of confidence in how they're going to do things. The big thing that would make me skeptical is this, it's still illegal federally, but yet the states allow it. Just basically they can screw you anytime they want. I would be afraid of that. I mean, people get busted in national parks all the time for having medicinal marijuana cards and getting caught smoking marijuana in national parks. It's just nuts. Yeah, but Larry, why aren't the ones in Detroit opening like those? There's one down there right before the 4th Street Bridge. That's not open. That house at Dank on Livernois, that's a brand new building that's never open. Why are these places not open? They've been built for a long time ago. I think they should legalize it. I do. Yeah. Oh, pretty good, Maureen. How you doing? Because making it illegal doesn't make it go away. They say the worst thing you can do for something on the endangered watch list before it becomes an endangered species is to put it on the endangered species list. because there's enough wackos out there that have to have one. It's just human nature. It's nuts. Oh, interesting, Elaine. Huh. Oh, it is working out, California. Yeah. Just surf and smoke dope. You know, those states, South or North Carolina, never seemed interesting to me. I got a buddy of mine that lives in Hilton Head, but that's not representative of the entire state. I'm not just really into the Bible Belt places. You know, I thought that I had that seasonal affective disorder, but I realized after moving to Florida that it's not. I was just a depressed personality, and it didn't matter where I was. Oh, really, Holly? In what kind of way? Probably right, Captain. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. I have not. No, I have not, Samantha. Probably true, Larry. Yeah. Yeah, well, good for you. I'm glad you found something that worked. There's a guy, Dr. Daniel Claw, Clauw. There's YouTube videos on him. He's a pain expert at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor, and he goes to bat against the place that employs him all the time because of their reluctance on supporting people that want marijuana to ease pain. Seems like a good guy. I believe he knows what he's talking about. He said the studies are compelling, so check him out, Daniel Claw. Nice guy. It never helped yours, huh? Interesting, Stephanie. Not much. Took Daisy for a walk today. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Oh, really? Cleveland Clinic in Cleveland, Ohio. If you're a smoker, they can get rid of you, fire you. Can you believe it? Oh, look, I'm not a smoker. I don't really want to be around smokers, but I think that's going a little too far when you deny somebody employment because they smoke in the privacy of their own home. Another thing that ticked me off, remember that African American girl who was pulled over by that asshole white cop a couple years ago? And he demanded she put out the cigarette in her car. That was the lady that ended up hanging herself after she was jailed. I know they got a pretty substantial settlement in the lawsuit. He was fired. But yeah, I think, smokers should have rights. Oh, it is in Ann Arbor. Interesting. Huh. Well, they kind of handled it a different way. They just refused to prosecute it for years. If you were a prosecutor, you certainly were never going to get elected if you didn't agree with the hash bash and stuff like that. That's another, can be a sticking point, prosecutorial discretion, which means if a prosecutor, for whatever reasons, they can prosecute you or let you go. It's political usually. Oh, thanks, Samantha. Oh, okay, Larry. Oh, okay, Ames. You're kidding me, Dennis. Wow. No, and that's where it's going. Yeah, I'm going to tell you what to do in your own home. It's nuts. She's doing well, Elisa. I haven't talked to her in a while. She was on a chat a couple weeks ago. Seems to be doing fine. Yeah. Yeah, I got a doctor buddy that doesn't like that kratom. But then other people say it saved their lives. He treats it as an unregulated herb that can do kidney damage. Which is it true? A lot of people do trash their kidneys and liver with patent medicines you can buy without a prescription. Tylenol is an example. That's interesting, hippie, huh? Oh, do you, Cinderella? And that works for you. How do you know what dose you're getting if it's unregulated? If you're getting like a good dose in one bottle and a bad dose in another? Oh, do you, Ames? Interesting. Huh. Oh, okay. And that works for you, Cinderella? No, I don't really think that. I was just using that as an example. But there are certain things that happen in California you can pretty much count on. I mean, it's well known. Oh, okay, Tiffany. Huh. Oh, okay. Hey, Nadine, how are you? Oh, wow, that bad a pain, huh? Sorry about that, Cinderella. Cinderella, did you have any problems with the OxyContin as far as like wanting to take them all the time or taking too many? I drink, yeah. I don't smoke though. I never even tried smoking. Can you believe it? That's exactly right. OWI, operating while impaired. But that's a myth, James. People think, like in Michigan as an example, that anything under 0.8 and you're fine. That's absolutely not true. There are people that get drunk driving tickets all day long that are under 0.8. All you have to have is something that happened and the cop thinks it was a result of alcohol in your system. You're screwed. I have not, Brandon. No. Oh, okay, Cinderella. Huh. Oh, it does, Alicia. In what kind of way? What kind of way would that you say it would take a toll on your body? For an ALS transfer out of McLaren ER down to B. McLaren Neonates, Thompson Monitor, first aid at 1533. Oh, interesting, Dennis. Huh. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, Cinderella. Good. Okay, hippie. Huh. Oh, yeah, she's a total lunatic. Stay away from her. She keeps changing names. It's a nut. I would like to. I'm thinking about how I'm going to do this chat. I'm thinking about going to a private chat, but I don't know how I can do that and people would know about it. I've thought about going to a private channel too. They're going to come up with more ways that people can access your channel. In other words, you would be an approved user. I mean, I'm not really into subscribers and views and all that kind of bullshit. I would rather just be able to pick and choose the people that I'd want to see my content that I could interact with, and the other ones wouldn't even be able to see it, much less comment on it. Hey, Emerson, how you doing? Yeah, I do block them as good as I can, but she's always changing names. She's an absolute lunatic. Oh, it does, Alicia. Interesting, huh? Yeah, I'd like to do private channel. I'd like to have dude make the channel private as well. Yeah, basically you get like invited to see the content and invited to partake in the chat, and these kooks can't come on even if it's for one comment. Like, she's a lunatic. I mean, all you got to do is read. She wanted to do videos with me, and she wanted me to interview her, which I could care less. I wouldn't say it's a beef. I didn't want to have anything to do with it. She's an obvious lunatic. So's her mother. No, I'd never. No, I'd never charge people. I tell people don't send me any money. Don't. I would never charge people for video. I really discourage that, sending me money during chats and stuff. Don't do it. I'm glad people like what I like. Oh, great sports week. Yeah, it would be nice to just have like right now is a pretty good chat. I mean, if more chats were like this, you get better people. not a bunch of hooligan loons. It's nice to have like meaningful chats where we discuss, experience people have had with different medications and their road to success, that kind of thing. But it gets disruptive when you got just a bunch of morons, and even people that come on that aren't harassers or trying to cause problems. Are just some of them just aren't too sharp, and it gets aggravating to just listen to one stupid comment after another. Just talking nonsense. Oh, interesting there, Sharon. Huh. Yeah, it's funny with YouTube. It's just it is. And I'm sure that there are people that you'd love to converse with that come on that just leave because they see these kooks coming in and out of the chat. Yeah, Maddie, best of luck to Maddie. Gerald too. Really, I don't have any problem. Kelly as well, and her daughter. I don't want to turn this into a popularity contest. Oh wow, Cinderella. Jeez. Oh, okay, Monique. Yeah, welcome. Thank you. It's no secret where people can go in Detroit. Flyer sounds like a good idea if you thought that they may not know where to go, but they're constantly solicited with places to go. It's not hard to find. Yeah, Maddie's a sweet girl. Yeah, we got some snow, not a lot. Yeah, they're not that big a problem. It's just, to get on and have like interesting chats, it's easier said than done. And when you got a bunch of screwballs out there, it just takes away from the chats. Oh, really, Nadine? Huh. It is frustrating. I agree. I don't. I think that just goes out in the middle of nowhere.
Central Station 930, request for your right at M33 in Grand Jean.
I like that.
For PI covered by OnStar, airbag limit.
See, there's somebody that just got in a wreck and OnStar dialed the police automatically. Yeah, I hope so. I wish Maddie the best. Good for her. What started me, I just happened to be doing photography in Detroit anyway, and I'd run into a lot of the working women, and I noticed how they fed birds and stray animals, and then they get in the car with the John. And I always thought, their life's not exactly great, but here they have the wherewithal to be kind to Mother Nature. Basically, that's what started the first conversation. Oh yeah, I do too, Jane. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. Yeah, it comes and goes. I mean, I've been pretty depressed for about the last, I'd say, 5 days. Basically along for the ride. It's not like you're going to take one pill and everything's great. I think distractions probably work better than anything. I think it was Penny or Angel right around there, maybe Wendy, right around those areas. Oh, okay, Holly, huh? Oh, are they now? Roads are pretty good here, pretty dry. Yeah, I went for a little walk today. She's doing well, Amanda. She was in a chat a couple weeks ago. Went to rehab, lived with her mom. As far as I know, I'm a little surprised I haven't heard from her or her mother. But a lot of times, if you've had a bad experience and they met me during that bad experience, you just want to start new and get the hell away from everybody, even the guy that was interviewing you. Yeah, I understand it. Coco's down there. People have seen her. I didn't get to talk to her, and I really don't know anything, Marker. Yeah, she's back in Ohio. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know anything about her. She's down around there, the area. Larry, you got any suggestions for the chat? Things you think should be done differently, or anybody got any ideas out there? I mean, I think there are subtle things that can help depression, but hey, look, there's a reason why so many people are depressed and why so many people struggle with it. It's not like you're going to start taking a walk and everything's going to be great, or you're going to move to Florida and it's going to be wonderful because it's not cloudy and cold anymore. Depression sucks. It's a moving target. What works today may not work tomorrow. Hey, Lindsay, how you doing? Yeah, that helps. Yeah, that's about it, Green Tree. That's what I say. You know? Yeah, one day at a time. That's what I think. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. I know it. Hey, Kibo, how you doing? Oh, okay. Cinderella, that's cool. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Oh, good, Marker. Yeah. Yeah, mostly new people. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, I did the volunteer thing. I didn't really like it that much. I don't know why. I did Meals on Wheels for a few years, all that kind of stuff. I mean, I felt it was cool. They needed it, and I would do things if I was asked. But how you get into things and what motivates you to stay, it's like different for everyone. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, check it out and subscribe to it. No, they don't. They don't keep up the videos. I kind of understand that too. I mean, to a working person, if you've got kids and you got to make dinner and do laundry and all that, they don't have time to go through a 4 hour recorded chat to find out if Amanda's living with her mother or not. I mean, it is annoying sometimes, but it's not their fault. Nobody has time to decipher through everything. Are you talking to me, Nadine? My motive? Yeah, it happens, Holly. Yeah. Oh, Discord, huh? Is this connected to YouTube or something different? Oh, you watch that, Hippie? Well, thank you. My motive? Are you asking my motive, Nadine? Yeah, you're right. That's true, Larry. Yeah, that's true. Raven, probably the same. I don't know for sure. Hey, I'm telling you, I'll interview anybody about anything. It's not just restricted to what I do. It seems to work out that way, but I love interviewing people. I wish people coming up north would meet me at Tim Hortons. I'll interview you. I like talking. They're just wondering, Jim, I think. Hey, Okie, how you doing? How's it going? What do they give me at today's end? Nothing. I mean, I never went down there with the idea of having some goal or that I was going to help people or that it was just a great guy from up north to bestow my presence upon people that were having a difficult time. Not at all, nothing. I mean, if I interviewed an auto mechanic, which I'd be more than willing to do, no one's going to ask my motive about an auto mechanic. People just automatically seem to bridge my interest in the working girl that's drug addicted and like there's some ulterior motive in the back of my mind. There's not. Anything that's been defined on the channel has been by other people, not me. I've never said, you know what, I'm going to go down there and really help these people. I'm going to do these interviews and things are going to get better. Nothing at all. What needs to change? I mean, if I think everything's fine, I'm going to keep doing exactly today what I did last week. There's no need for change. I mean, if you've got a better idea and you think it should be done differently, maybe you ought to get a camera, Nadine, and go down there yourself and do it. You can do what you want to do. But I'm going to do exactly what I've been doing, and I don't plan on changing anything. I don't think they have anything to do with my depression, nothing. If anything, it helps it get better, not worse. It's a distraction, and I'm not comparing my depression against somebody else. It's not like I'm pulling a yardstick out. I mean, sometimes you just feel like talking to people and getting their side of the story. There's no motive or goal or secret agenda. That's it. I don't think it contributes to it. I think if anything, it makes it better. Yeah, just random interviews, yeah. Yeah, I sure did, yeah. I mean, I did that kind of stuff way before YouTube. I just, didn't record it because why would you be recording an interview that no one could listen to? Well, YouTube changed all that, Probably true, Jamie. Yeah, you'd be good at it. I'm telling you, it's the people that cause the interviews, that create the good interviews, not me. Basically, I just turn the camera on. I may run a little interference here or there, but it's not something that takes any talent, or I probably couldn't do it. I like just driving around. I sure do. You wouldn't believe the hate mail I get on driving around videos. Yeah, sorry about that, Sharon. Yeah, I'll tell you, that mental abuse, that sexual abuse at a young age, I know what it can do to people. I'm sorry that happened to you. No, I haven't. The reason that I didn't on the journals is because, I read a couple passages and it was just so sad that the pain this woman goes through giving her child up. And after reading about 5 minutes of it, I thought, you know what? This really isn't anybody's business. And I just didn't, even though I paid her and she said it would be fine if I transcribed and uploaded the information, it just didn't seem right doing that. There's such private thoughts. And honestly, there's 1% of me that thinks that if she didn't need the money, I'd have never got the journals. It just got out of my level of comfort. A woman, struggling, heroin addicted working woman, giving me her private papers and just putting it out there. I just couldn't do it. Larry, I don't know about that. I'm not really sure. Yeah, Charlie Bow. Yeah, I never talked to him or anything, but no, I didn't see that one, Jim. Honestly, what turned me off on Charlie Bow is he did a video one time down on New Year's Eve in Detroit where he was saying that his car was getting hit by bullets. And I just call bullshit on that. That's bullshit. You could drive around Detroit all damn New Year's Eve night into the next morning and never get hit by a bullet. And it sounded like it was raining in the car that he was in. So, I joke about it all the time that everybody has a price. And there's a certain point where you'll get to where you're going to face a fork in the road on whether or not you're going to sell yourself out. I can only surmise that he wanted to get a lot of views that night, which is why he made up that bullshit. But up until then, I thought he was great. But with me, it only takes one comment and I can get turned off by a person and not want to have anything to do with them. So I didn't watch any more of his videos after that. It just turned me off. It's a bunch of bullshit. Bullets hitting the car all evening long on New Year's Eve. Yeah, right. I did not, Nadine, no. I like that once in a while. He just emailed me the other day. Who's that other guy that does Detroit videos? He does evictions and stuff. Seems like a hell of a nice guy. He's an expert at diffusing situations. That turned me off. Yeah, I get so, I mean, you can make one comment. I had an incident here a few days ago where I had, I'm a moody guy. I tell everybody that all the time. That's why, I probably inappropriately cut people off when, if I'm in a grouchy mood, I can be kind of have a short fuse on what I think are just stupid questions and stuff like that. And I was criticized the other night about somebody said that they didn't realize you could give a steak bone to a dog, and I probably could have handled it better. And I said, "What do you mean you don't give a steak? You ever hear a dog and a bone? I mean, who in the hell doesn't know in this day and age you can give a steak bone to a dog?" Well, they got their feelings hurt and pissed and demanded an apology, which I did give them. But as far as I'm concerned, if that's going to be your attitude as a functioning adult, and then third parties need to intervene to think that I need to apologize to somebody, you guys probably ought to find another channel to go to. I'm not going to get into this panic mode every time a comment's made that's going to hurt an adult's feelings. Probably need to move on. And I told them that. Yeah, James. I mean, but I tell people all the time. I mean, there's certain type personalities. Like, there's a couple people that I'll give you an example. And look, I like the guy. Okay, I like the guy, Dan, the guy that's moved on, that plays the guitar, that writes songs. Dan thinks that I had something to do with him getting out of there and getting off drugs. Look, I know when I've done something. My point here is there's a point where there's certain personalities that want to give somebody attention for something that they did. I don't think I had a thing to do with Dan. He was on his way out of there anyway. I happened to interview him right before he left. I didn't do anything on Dan's rehab or pointing him in the right direction. Zero, nothing. Yeah, it's true, Tiffany. Yeah, grow up. That's the way I look at it. I'm not going to have adults on here walking on eggshells about making one comment. They'd be better off just going someplace else. I mean, have you guys have probably, run across personalities that they're always getting upset about something. If it isn't me, it's going to be with somebody else. If it isn't with them, it's going to be where they get gas, or the clerk at Walmart, or the lady at the bakery, or their job sucks, or their client. I don't want anything to do with them. I really don't. And there have been people that, I've had, disagreements with that were absolutely excellent to have around, minus these childish confrontations. I agree, Tiffany. Yeah, you couldn't have said it better, Cinderella. That's the way I look at it. And like I tell people over and over, this is a private channel. This isn't Tom gets along with everybody day. I can be a moody bastard. And I've told you that a million times. And that's why I cut people off when they think I'm such a great guy. I'm not that great of a guy. I do like animals, and I do try to do good things, but I can be a bastard to be around. I'm well aware of this. And that kind of comes with my channel. And if that happens sometimes, I hate that part of me, but it's me. Yeah, Wackadoo's been missing for a couple of months. Yeah, and sometimes, like if there's a lot of people on the chat, it just rolls by so quick that I miss questions and they get pissed, and I can understand that, No, not really, Muffy Max. I mean, I'm a moody guy. I am. No, Tiffany, I agree with you 100%. Yep. And it's a certain type personality that's like this. It's one crisis after another. No, don't want it. See you later. Have a good day. Just not here. I mean, I tell you like it is, man. You guys are never going to be able to pin me down on lying to your bullshit. It's not going to happen. And I know it probably cost me things, but like I said, where I'm really lucky here is I haven't had to horror myself out. I've never once told you to subscribe, thumbs up, none of that bullshit. I mean, I got a long way to go before I don't have any subscribers. If anything, it's fortified my moodiness all along. I mean, I've had it backfire on me sometimes. I tell people repeatedly, I'm a loner. I don't really like to socialize much, but man, I still get constant emails about wanting to get together. I don't get it. It doesn't do it for me. Yeah, thank you, Okie Graham. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. I mean, and I try and spell it out as good as I can, but it still backfires on me once in a while. I'll give you an example. I mean, I never really spelled this out because I was trying just not to talk about something privately, but she went out of her way to try to make me look bad and cause me troubles and get my channel canceled and sided up with these kooks that have these anti-Tom channels. But this Catherine that I had known for a long time, and she was a moderator and she did an excellent job. There were people that complained that she was unfair, and it didn't really, she didn't seem unfair to me. I would have addressed that if I could have. Well, she liked video and cameras, and there were a couple times I let her ride around with me down in Detroit, and I gave her my old camera. And it just started to get where I was getting too many phone calls, and all of a sudden I was getting phone calls about checking to see if I'm safe, and I thought, you know what? I don't want this going here. So I told her, hey, look, I'm kind of like a loner guy. I don't really want to be bothered. And it just kept, but the final thing that caused that thing to fall apart when she started putting on hate videos about me and trying to make me look bad was when I was down in Detroit one time. And, when you're on a chat, you end up getting friendly with people and you give each other your email. So she was contacting and communicating with people that were on the chat. No problem. It's not my business. It's like I'm not a control freak. But the final straw on that whole deal was when I was down in Detroit one day, she was emailing people that were part of the chat, telling them that I was totally ignoring her while I was in Detroit. And you want to know something? She was right. I was totally ignoring her. And the reason for that was because I had given her every subtle hint in the world that I didn't want to have any kind of personal relationship with her. None, zero. I thought she was nice. I'd help her out if she needed. God, I gave her a camera that was fine. I wished her the best. I let her interview me. I introduced her to Marguerite, and it all backfired. But emailing people on the chat, telling them that I was ignoring her was the final straw. That's what happened. I never told you about that. And I just bit my tongue for so long. But she went into the full psycho mode for a long time, trying to do whatever she could to cause me problems. And as you can see, it backfired. That's what happened. And I've had it happen before then, and I've had it happen after then. Tiffany, I'm glad you appreciate it because, and before you know it, when this happens, she right away got hooked up with those guys that I also banned, the two guys that run around and sleep in man-made tents. Good luck to them. I wish the best of luck for you. But, all of a sudden I was just a big user, pervert, stalker, serial killer, and everybody else had the wool pulled over their eyes by me. Just nuts. That's the thing, Tiffany. That's exactly right. Boundaries. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think so too. Well, I mean, there's I don't think this guy would mind this, but sometimes you're presented with things and you don't really know. You don't really know if you're getting the full truth or not. You know what I mean? And there have been probably people that I have blocked that I shouldn't have and cut off that was a mistake. But you can only go with what you know at the time. And there was a guy that came on, his name is Philip, and I think he had good intentions and was trying to tape up a collection for Rebecca to buy a new car. So, or a car, you know, because her car caught on fire. So I started getting complaints about people saying that he was asking for personal information and wanted to know how old they were, where they lived. You know, maybe that wasn't true. Anyway, he was the guy that actually forwarded emails to me that this Catherine had sent him about me ignoring her and that. And so I got all the proof that I needed. Now I've since took that guy off the block list, and I apologize if I shouldn't have done it to begin with. But like I said, I never have like all of the information, and you react on what you think's the fair thing to do. But looking back on that whole deal now, he was exactly right. I should have probably never allowed her to be a moderator, and it was my mistake to block him, but I learned something. So yeah, follow your gut. But I didn't have that kind of evidence early on, you know? Yeah, Tiffany, you seem to have experienced a lot of the same things that I have, but I mean, what can I say, you know? No, that's exactly right, Tiffany. Normal people don't get that involved. You're right. Yeah, it's true. Love, peace, joy. Yeah, learn from your mistakes. Well, I mean, I'll probably make that mistake down the road, but you know, you're trying to ascertain through, you know, comments and people complaining. You know, when people that have been on a chat for a long time seem to be offended and think this guy's a little odd, I had no reason to believe that they were wrong. You know? Mr. Woods, who's that? Who's that, Colin? I didn't, Jerry, what's your question? I didn't see it. What did you ask me? See, people get mad that I don't answer their questions because I didn't read it. What did you ask me, Jerry? I'll answer your question. But there seem to be a lot of people out there in, you know, the internet world that just want more than just watching videos. Oh, Shay Show. Yeah, that's it, right? Yeah. Yep, good. He seems like a good guy. All right, Tiffany, you too. There's plenty of them, Jim. A lot of them. There sure are. There's just a lot of, I mean, I try and chalk it off to pissed off, lonely people. I don't know what else to blame it on. So much for subtleties. Yeah. Yeah, in a lot of ways it does, Jim. Yeah, you're right. Hey, June, how you doing? So that's what happened on that. Oh, here we got this idiot. High school must have got out. He must have not had to go to school today because of Martin Luther King Day. Hey, Flat Earth, how you doing? How's it going? It's surprising to me too how I get legitimate questions from people that I thought I kind of got to know through, you know, my channel about these stupid, crazy rumors of mine. And you got to be you got to have something seriously wrong with you to think that I'm a serial killer. Are you kidding me? You know what these kooks have done now? They go on Reddit and they post all this stuff because their channels have been blocked and banned from YouTube. No, they would never do that, Jim. They would never do that. You know, when I'm doing those lives down in Detroit, nobody ever, I wish they would come up to me. Yeah, Sue, that's a good point. Yeah, you're probably right. It's crazy. You just wonder what these people do during the rest of their life. Like, what did they do to end up being this nuts? How do they function in the real world, you know? I don't even know what that is, Colin. Never heard of it. Oh, I-75, Joanne? Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that was a big project. Yeah, it was impressive how they knocked that down. Yeah, Jim. Yeah. Well, I'll admit to that. I ate them too, Jim. I ate them. Oh, gay. Oh, God. I did get a lot of. I shouldn't say a lot. I probably get 10 gay guys email me about once a month. Oh, how you doing, Sophie? How's it going? Yeah, it's a big project, Joanne. So you must work for MDOT, right? Yeah, I don't feel unsafe there, Michael. It looks worse than it is. A lot of people around, you know. Oh yeah, I'm back there all the time, Jim. That Del Rey area, that's all the new bridge area. Yeah. Hey, Benzie, how you doing? No, that's true. Yeah, you're right, Sue. I would agree with that. You know. Oh, glad you like it, Jim. Oh, Walsh Construction. Interesting. I'm always, you know, Detroit's got a history of corruption, although I think that was, I don't know if that was all a state project or not. Maybe it was because it was the highways. But I always wonder, you know, from beginning to end, how these contracts get secured if they involve the city of Detroit. If they don't, well, I understand it. I think the state's much different. But just trying to get anything done down there right and actually approved and paid and everything must be just a constant nightmare. Oh, no kidding, Holly. Wow. I never heard of this. What is this Grinder app? What is it like? Dating things or something? You know, I actually live a couple hundred miles away, Edward. That's just general chat, Sophie. Stick around, you'll figure it out. I never fool around, man. I'm an old guy now, man. Yeah, Sharon doesn't know what it is either. Oh, a hookup site. Okay. I'm too old for that, man. Scotland, all right, good for you. Yeah, as you can see, we have some out here. Not crazy bad though, you know. Yeah, I don't know what I do on a hookup site. Shit. I can remember an old airline pilot telling me I had an interest in aviation way before I ever took flying lessons. And I remember an old airline pilot telling me, he said, you know, there's going to be a time in your life when you're not going to be interested in chasing women. And, you know, chasing is kind of crude. I mean, having a normal life of a normal guy, like dating and stuff. I don't know if you categorize that as chasing. But I had interest like big time up until I noticed it started dwindling off for me like I was like in my late 30s. I mean, I was living with my wife at the time, and I thought, you know what? I don't think I'm that interested in having somebody around like this. Well, sure enough, I've arrived. I'm there now. Yeah, drama, I hate it. That's my standing joke. If Miss America knocked on my door at midnight nude, I'd lock it and call 911. Kevin Bacon? What are you talking about, Holly? Oh, gay guys. Oh, okay. No, well, no wonder I don't know about it. Yep, man is doing all right. I don't know about the cocoa. I'm going to have to talk to Coco, and until I do, I don't. I don't want to comment. I don't know. You know, Holly, what are you talking about? All right, Colin, I'll do that. I sure will. I talked to Kevin Bacon for about 20 minutes one time eating lunch at the Big Bowl on Cedar Street in Chicago. That's not true, I don't think, is it? Oh, hey, W, how you doing? Hey, Nadine, you still on there? Nadine? Oh, not the famous Kevin Bacon. Okay. He was a hell of a nice guy to talk to. That's another guy that really doesn't look that much different over the last 30 days. Yeah, hanging in there. Nadine, you still out there? I think Nadine, I don't know if she's the lady that has emailed me before or not. Yeah, I was actually thinking about this last night. I was thinking, believe it or not, I'm living my dream life right now. Just dicking around, doing movies, got a new camera, take Daisy for walks. This is like my perfect life. Drink a couple shots of aged scotch while I surf the net at night. Deep fry some lake perch. Uh, drive around. Hey, Louise, how you doing? Go to Detroit, Flint. This is like my dream life. Yeah, Daisy's snoring right underneath me. Oh yeah, I'm not curious and I'm not bisexual. I tell people all the time, I don't think I'm a better man because I don't like dick. I just don't. I don't like green beans. Yeah, I think it's the mental aspect, so the maturity that I like, not the physical thing. That sucks. It sucks getting old physically, but the mental thing and the way you look at things, uh, definitely much better. And as you know, I dodged a bullet here a couple of years ago, so to me, this is all bonus time. It is nice, man. I got a low key life. Jamie's doing fine. Sweet girl. Oh, okay, Colin. You don't have to defend yourself, Colin. Yeah, you know what I mean, Sue? Sometimes, I don't need to feel guilty because I don't like something. Oh, good, Jim. Yeah, it sounds like a good day off. That's right, Flat Earth. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, but I wouldn't blame Grinder app. People get killed all day long, and it wasn't because of an app they met. Shit happens. Yeah, my kind of dream it is. Yeah. Taylor, you're kidding me. Sunny down there. I got to go to court down around there in the end of the month. Thank you. Same to you. That's right, Colin. We're open arms. It's all right, Colin. You don't have to feel bad that that you got it bookmarked. We don't discriminate here. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? That's all right, Sophie. It's diversity. We were just complaining about that a half hour ago. We need an airhead. It just doesn't seem right without one. Welcome. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on Lake Erie. Love that place. I got that Instagram. Be honest with you, I never use it. I'm thinking of delete my account. Oh, really? I know two women that have divorced guys because of gay activities. Two straight women. Oh, good for you, Joanne. That's the way to do it. That's true, Lindsay. I've been around Daisy so long. I spend every second of every day with her. She's never away from me. That's in large part why I didn't want to go down on vacation with the guy on the beach for a month. But I know when Daisy wants different things. And today was a perfect example. I was talking to two people that had just got done cross-country skiing. And Daisy got tired of standing there. And that means I could tell her feet probably were getting cold. So it was time to go. It's true, Jim. More fun summer. Yeah, it's true. Northern Florida. Yeah, that's right. Occasional couple of beers. Yeah. He didn't ask, and I think it's a rental condo, and I wasn't gonna do it. And he wanted me to like fly down there and drive back and all this stuff. It shows you how you change when you're older. When I was younger, I would pick up stray dogs all the time, and most of the time they were older, and I'd go places and I'd fly them, take them with me. I remember when I was flying back and forth to Atlanta a lot. I had an old white German Shepherd. Well, albino German Shepherds are the kiss of death for serious breeders. They'll euthanize them because they want to keep the breed pure. I'd fly that dog back and forth all the time with $75, and I never thought anything of it. I mean, in my mind, I thought it was such a low odds that something was going to happen to the dog. Well, now as the years have passed and you read about these pets dying in the cargo hold and freezing on the ramp, there is no way in hell I'm putting Daisy in a damn cargo bin of a airplane. I'll make up that bullshit medical dog if I have to. I don't want to mess around with Daisy in airplanes and people sitting next to me, and I'm not doing it. I'm not taking that risk. Daisy's great. I shave her hair all the way down. I don't know what kind of dog she is. Mixed. Crazy. I was going to get that DNA test, and I really spent some time and researched it, and they're just not that accurate. Oh, good for you, Sophie. No, crazy. You're right, Larry. That's exactly it. Florida Keys. Yeah, I've been down there a few times. Where at, Joanna? You at down there? I love the Keys. Only for about a week, though. Oh, really, Michelle? No kidding. What's that, Fancy? Yeah, Daisy's a great dog. Really is. I shave it down in the summer. Yeah, yeah. No, I haven't, Brandon. No. Oh yeah, she likes swimming. Yep. She likes running around the snow the best. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Still kind of probably, really gave you some supercharged thoughts when you figured out what was going on, and no one likes to be faked out like that. What kind of temperatures, Colin? Yeah, no way. I'd never put her in a cargo thing, wherever they keep them. I'll get some fake papers like it's my anxiety dog or something. Man, are they cracking down on that up around here? Which I can understand why. I love dogs. I love all animals. But I'm telling you, when I'm in Home Depot, I don't really think you should have your German Shepherd smelling my legs when I'm trying to pick out lumber. I mean, there's a limit to this. And a lot of people have allergies against dogs. I don't think you should be able to bring your damn dog every place you feel like. And I love dogs. I bet you're right, Sue. I think you're right about that. I wish I had more confidence in the DNA test. I'd love to know what Daisy is, but they look like they're a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, that's right. There you go, Bill. No, I know I could get them, but I don't. I don't even want to fool with it. I never had anything paranormal happen to me. Yeah, I've never really been a cat guy. I mean, I wouldn't mind one if I had one. Yeah, service dogs, that's what they call them, yeah. Oh, that's cool, right on US 1. Now, how far is that from Key West, Joanne? How far down between like Marathon and Key West? I haven't been down there in a few years. For a while, you could get direct flights out of Flint, but that all went away for like cheap too, $140 round trip. Flying's such a pain in the ass now. I'm so outdated when it's flying on airlines. Hell, when I go there and I show up with my baggage, by the time it gets on the airplane, about half the shit's missing. I got a razor and a damn shaving cream in a can, and it's too big, too small. I got a beer opener that could be used as a weapon. Hell with it, man. It's too much bullshit. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to log off here, you guys, and go get something to eat. I usually cook at home, but I'm sick of everything that I make. I think I'm going to go get that big boy. I wouldn't exactly call that health food, but I really feel like one. That's what shows you how restaurants have changed. I'm actually going someplace because they actually serve their hamburger hot, like it's some rarity. Yeah, my dog's super spoiled, but in a good way, you know. Yeah, good talking to you, Elaine. Yeah, you too, Joanne. All right, Larry, take care. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be out again later. Yeah, sure will. Yeah. Hey, Superwoman, you out there sleuthing around, huh? All right. See you, Ed. You ready to go bye-bye, Daisy? You ready to go bye-bye, honey? Yeah, okay, Dennis, same here. All right, Holly. Thanks. All right, sexy. Yeah, thanks, Sue. Appreciate it. I know, we're gonna go bye-bye. We're gonna go bye-bye. I'll get you a McDonald's hamburger. You like that? McDonald's hamburger? All right, take care, you guys. All right, go look. Yep. See you, James. You want a hamburger? Go bye-bye? You wanna go bye-bye? See you, Teresa. We're gonna go bye-bye. Yeah, Dennis. Try and post a link to that, Dennis. You do want to go bye-bye. Yeah, I'll do that, Dennis. I'll do it. Take care, you guys. All right, we're gonna go bye-bye, huh?